back with another episode of RayOnReplay's podcast. So I'm gonna jump right into it. If you don't know what's going on, which you should know what's going on, the world is going through a very tough time right now. But I believe that we can make it through. The coronavirus is definitely taking over. It's pretty much like epidemic right now. It's a lot of pandemonium. It's people going, I'm gonna say not insane, but people to me are overreacting a little bit. So it started off in China. It got very huge in China, but now it's starting to decrease in numbers. So China is pretty much getting a hold of things, and they're wrapping their pretty much wrapping their arms around it and getting attached to the situation. The United States does have cases. I don't know the correct amount right now. I know it's in the, I want to say it's either in the hundreds or it's in the thousands, something like that. And the other country that is really getting crazy right now is I know Spain is on currently, they're on lockdown right now. Italy is on lockdown. Their cases are jumping up by the thousands within hours. The deaths are jumping up within hundreds within hours. So everybody just pray for what's going on right now, And I'm a firm believer in God. So, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. I believe He's with us 100% of the time. He's never going to leave us. He's never going to forsake us. So anything the enemy is trying to do for evil, I know that God is going to turn it around for our good. Let me tell you something. Jesus, yeah, He's definitely real. So I have no fear. I'm not scared. I'm not nervous. I will take precaution of what's going on. I am aware. But I don't have no fear. I'm not nervous. I pray over my family every night. I pray over my family every day. I pray over my children, my beautiful wife. And we're just, still living our daily lives. But like I said, at the same time, we're taking precaution. We're using hand sanitizer. We're disinfecting wipes. But before all this happened, we were doing all these things. So it's just a matter of, everybody just being more, I guess, aware and cautious of what they should have been doing each and every day. The crazy thing is the stores, what's going on in the stores right now. Tissue. I'm really trying to pinpoint my hand on the tissue, the whole tissue thing. Why we're out of tissue? Why is everybody buying tissue? I've seen fights online, on social media about tissue. I'm not understanding the whole tissue aspect. I don't know if they're thinking like, hey, if they put us on lockdown, we're not going to be able to go out to buy no tissue. I mean, that makes sense. But at the same time, purchase what you need. Don't overdo it, because I believe it's going to run its course. It's going to run its course. We're going to get a hold of it. It's going to be a vaccine. Or if I'm not a vaccine, it's going to get contained. There's a 97% recovery rate that's going on if somebody does test positive for the coronavirus. So, and they can go on with their normal lives like nothing happened. So just purchase what you need. There's no need of, oh my gosh, I have to buy hundreds of rolls of tissue. Then, when everything goes back to normal, what are you going to do with all that tissue? There's only so much tissue you can use. There's only so much hand sanitizer you can use. Because granted, at one point, I know majority of these people that's buying all this stuff wasn't even buying hand sanitizer, wasn't even buying all this soap, wasn't buying no disinfectant wipes. So that this goes to show and tell you, you know, what was going on. But that's neither here nor there. So, like I said, I'm praying for the world. I'm praying for our country. Yes, I'm praying for our president. I'm praying that God gives him a new heart, gives him, lines him up with, you know, new ideas and just new things that he can do to make sure that our country and our world is in a better place. And I just really believe in God that he will get us through and show us the way. I really do. Jesus has never let me down. Never, never, never. Not once. Not once. So that's why I said I'm not fearful. Fearful is the spirit of the enemy. So you know who the enemy is, and he shall get no name up in this podcast, but fearful is the spirit of the enemy. So, and I'm filled up with God, so I know I'm not fearful. So I'm just very thankful that my faith has been continuing to build up, to not be scared, because I really believe, you know, catch me 3, 4, 5 years ago, you know, I definitely still was going to church, still was believing in God, but I don't think my faith was built up the way it is right now. I probably would have been going crazy, going nuts, just like everybody else. I'm not saying that everybody else doesn't believe in God, but I just believe that I'm in a place, my children are in a place, and my wife is in a place that we are so filled up with God, and our faith is so built up and filled up that, you know, the worries, the fears, anxiety, the anxiousness, like we don't have it in us no more. We don't. Because we know that God is with us 24/7. He's always having our hands on us. So why is there to be, what's the point of being scared? What's the point of being fearful? None. Not at all. None. There's no point in that. So that's all I have to say about the virus. There's other things about the virus. Of course, you know, I talk about sports on this. NBA. Oh boy. The NBA did get postponed. The season got postponed. They're saying it's a minimum of 30 days. That's what they're saying right now, that the season will get postponed to. They'll just go from there to see how it goes. Rudy Gobert of the Utah Jazz, he was the first NBA player to test positive for the coronavirus. After that, it was his teammate Donovan Mitchell that tested positive as well. And then I think I found out yesterday, Christian Wood of the Detroit Pistons, he tested positive as well. And all three of these players, they're doing fine. Like, they said they don't have no symptoms. Because, I mean, the symptoms that are going on right now is the shortness of breath, fevers, not really body aches or nothing like that. So, They don't have none of the symptoms, but they did test positive for it. So you can see it's not like a, oh well, this person traveled out of the country, this. Not really like that. Like to me, like now it's like in the community. Like who's to say who they got it from? But it's not. It all depends on the person's immune system, how their body is, things of that nature. So you know, pray for a full and healthy recovery for all three of those NBA players. And I just pray for everyone else who is affected by the coronavirus. I pray that they all have full, speedy recoveries. I also pray that this epidemic does get stopped, that a vaccine is produced, and everyone can go back to normal and live their normal lives, and everyone stop being so fearful of what's going on. So I'm thankful for that it will happen. Soon come. Pay attention. Um, so the NBA got postponed. The MLB got postponed. They was in spring training right now. They was having spring games because their season starts in like April, starting next month. So season got postponed. The NFL right now they're discussing if they should postpone free agency. That's what's going on right now. So we'll just see. They haven't postponed their season because NFL doesn't start till like August. I don't know about the draft. The draft is on April 22nd. No. April 24th. I think 24th or 25th, something like that. That's when the draft is. It's in Vegas. So haven't got no word on if they're gonna postpone the draft or not. We'll see. That's still in the air. So yeah, this is just like an update of what's going on. It's unfortunate what's happening to our world, but you have to put your trust in God and just keep it going, keep it pushing, man. Keep it pushing. Give all your worries, your headaches, everything. Give it all to Jesus. He'll take care of it. Trust me. He will. He will do that. So, all I know is, as we've been waiting, I know I'm like kind of, like no NBA season. I don't watch MLB like that. So, this was pretty much like these crunch games that was finna happen. Who's going to get the AC? It was probably like 15 games left during the season. So, hopefully, this is what I think. And NCAA, you're so trash. You're so trash. And I'm going to just put it out there like that. Of course, don't cancel. Of course, we know what's going on. I get it. Granted. Postpone March Madness. Postpone March Madness. Postpone it. Why would you cancel the whole thing? There's no reason to cancel. Postpone it. Could have started in May. Y'all could have worked something out. Like if the NBA would have started back in May, because I know sometimes they play in their arenas, things like that. But postpone. Let me tell you why you should have postponed. One, because you have players that are trying to enter the draft, NBA draft, and say for instance, their regular season didn't go as planned as well as they did. Cool. But when the tournament comes, they could have either A, they got their draft stock up, or B, you could have found a hidden jewel that you didn't know about, because there's always hidden jewels that for some reason they pop up in the tournament. And you're messing up, people's futures. Like, did they get enough exposure for the draft and things like that? So I don't know what the NCAA is going to do about that. To me, I think that was really like kind of selfish on their part. It's messing up these young men's lives who are trying to go to the draft. So I don't know how they're gonna go about doing that. I don't know if they're gonna give him another season to be able to do that. But then at the same time, it's like that can mess it up too, because you know you give him another eligible um, season to play. Say the draft stock could have been high, you know, and then say it's high right now, or they don't think it where it needs to be. So then they get another they get another season to play. Then next year they're not doing as well. Then it drops. So you know it just works. It's just crazy how it works down. So I don't know. They should never cancel it. But the NBA, hopefully, I know the NBA is gonna come back for sure. I already know that. I ain't even worried about that. Like they're gonna probably come back and like this is how I'm thinking. This is what I see. NBA is probably gonna come back. I'm gonna say like late April, mid of April. They're gonna start the season where it left off at. People are gonna fight. You know what I'm saying for the A seed or the spots that they got going on, and then playoffs gonna start in like June. Playoffs gonna start in like June, either June or late May. Finals gonna be like in July. Like it's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a lit summer. You know what I'm saying? Finals gonna start in July. We're gonna have to have the draft in August. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if then like they won't want to push the NBA season back next year. Don't let it start until like December, so the NFL can pretty much have that whole September to December range, so we don't have to be going fighting in between like boom, like okay, Thursday night TNT. Am I gonna have to watch a football game, or I'm gonna have to watch this, this sports game, this basketball game? To me, I think that probably will work out for the best. Let the NFL have September through December. Let the NBA season start in December, and just let it end in like May, June, something like that. Just keep doing it like that. I think it should just extend like that. That will work out better. So everybody doesn't have. So the NFL and the NBA don't coexist with each other. So NFL, you can have your peak time right here, and then the NBA, you can have your peak time right here. And then it just all works out for each other. Because during the NBA, of course you're gonna have the Super Bowl going on February, but the NBA, it ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody really gonna be, people gonna be watching games, but they're not gonna be paying attention to the games like that because they ain't gonna be that important. And then like the Super Bowl be going on in February. Then you had the All-Star game going on in February. Like it's a lot that be going on. So everybody should have their own existing times of when stuff be happening. It's just an idea what they should do, and they should continue to do and keep going with it. So we'll see how that works out. That's all I really have. Nothing really, of course, because we don't have no sports going on. It's really short and sweet. Continue to subscribe. Continue to listen on the Podbean app. The Podbean app is free. I'm gonna have the link in the description down below. Also, man, like, share these videos, man. Watch these videos, man. The grind ain't gonna stop. This virus is trying to stop me from doing what I need to do and try to distract me, but it did. The marathon is definitely gonna continue. We're gonna continue on the slow grind. It is a slow grind right now, but I know the slow grind is gonna end up to what I want it to be. So, like I said, I got crazy faith in God, and I already know what position and where He's gonna line me up at where I want to be. So I'm not even worried or stressed. So This is Ray on Replay. Um, Back at it again with another episode. You know it drops on Monday, 9 a.m. Make sure you stay tuned, pay attention, and man, see y'all next week, man. Watch out for the next episode, man. All right, we out.